Ah, the joys of modern childhood. Where once we built castles of sand and sailed fleets of sticks, our progeny now navigate electronic devices before they can even crawl, their tiny fingers instinctively swiping and tapping. Grand Theft Auto, you see, a masterpiece of modern entertainment, no doubt, but at what cost? We seem to have forgotten a fundamental truth. Childhood thrives on wonder, on the magic of discovery. Yet, in this age of instant gratification, our children are increasingly seduced by the shimmering mirage of an electronic screen. Their imaginations, those vibrant, untamed forests of the mind, are being choked by a deluge of prepackaged entertainment. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Luddite, but there is a crucial difference between passive consumption and the active engagement of the mind. By crafting a simple wooden car, we demonstrate to our children the enduring value of creation. A mobile phone, alas, is but a fleeting fad, destined for the digital graveyard. A wooden toy, however, possesses a timeless quality. It can survive the most enthusiastic toddler tantrum. It can even become a family heirloom, passed down from father to son, a tangible link to generations past. This isn't about denying our children the wonders of technology. It's about offering them an alternative, a reminder that true magic lies in the spark of imagination and in the thrill of bringing something to life.
Not always a good citizen.
Let us show them that even the simplest of creations can be more rewarding than any games console or tablet could ever be. Now you might expect, especially if you have viewed some of my previous DIY videos, that a man of my temperament will simply plunge headlong into this project. A whirlwind of creative chaos fueled by sheer, unbridled enthusiasm. On this occasion, however, you would be wrong. For on this build, uncharacteristically, I shall embrace the tyranny of the template. Normally I'd scoff at such pedestrian planning. After all, where's the fun in adhering to some preconceived notion? But the allure of replication, the seductive whisper of a production line emerging from this humble workshop, well, it's just simply too tempting to resist. So, let's begin with the dimensions. A generous 190mm of width, I decree, a stately figure that will surely command attention. The height, however, must remain resolutely modest, no more than 60mm. Aesthetics, you see, must always be tempered with practicality. Now for the design. Simplicity is the soul of elegance. Less is more. No superfluous curves, no ostentatious flourishes. A clean, uncluttered aesthetic, a testament to the purity of form. And of course, it must be a design that even the most timid of DIYers can confidently replicate. No doubt there will be those who scoff at such arrogance, but I assure you, the satisfaction of creation knows no social boundaries. And now for the crucial stage, the translation of this ethereal concept into a tangible realm. Enter, stage left, the magnificent medium fibre density board, or MDF as us common folk call it. 3mm thick, a paragon of just enough rigidity and resilience. And with the sounding of a triumphant fanfare from long trumpets in the receiving room of this castle, this is the canvas upon which this masterpiece will be born and reborn. Actually, before I forget, the location of the axles. Yes, I am building a car, not a boat. A critical decision, for upon these strong and slender beams rests the very soul of the vehicle, and also rest the wheels. With a practiced eye and a steady hand, I mark their position. Then, the window. An elegant aperture that allows the soul of the car to shine through and for the driver to see out. A delicate touch, a surgeon's precision. And there they are, perfectly positioned. And so, the template is born. A testament to planning, a blueprint for future triumphs. Let the build commence. The moment of truth. The template, that elegant testament to our meticulous planning, now serves as our guide, our compass in this uncharted territory. From the depths of my scrap bin, I have unearthed a suitable specimen, a piece of pine, robust yet yielding, its grain whispering the tales of a life spent basking in the sun. We shall, of course, steer clear of the knot, that unsightly blemish marring its otherwise flawless complexion. And now for the cutting. A symphony of tools could be used: the table saw, drop saw, a handsaw, even, if one was so inclined, the barbaric savagery of a brick. But not today, for today we shall wield the elegant precision of the bandsaw, a tool of exquisite craftsmanship. It slices through the wood with the grace of a dancer, the whisper of its blade in a seductive lullaby. With the care of a neurosurgeon performing a delicate brain operation, I guide the wood along the template's contours. My fingers, ever vigilant, dance a precarious ballet around the whirring blade. The result? Well, let's just say that the most inebriated of artisans, attempting to navigate a sobriety test, may have achieved a marginally straighter line. But fear not, for the magic of editing will soon work its wonders, transforming this humble piece of wood into a thing of beauty. Raw timber, a creature of the forest, rough-hewn and untamed, awaits its metamorphosis. The router table, that instrument of civilised savagery, lies in wait. Armed with a 9mm roundover bit, I embark upon this delicate dance, coaxing the wood into submission, removing those barbaric edges with the speed and efficiency of a seasoned libertine. One hand guides, the other steadies. Sometimes one hand on its own, sometimes the right, sometimes the left. A symphony of motion, a ballet of man and machine. The wood, once a recalcitrant beast, now yields, its resistance crumbling beneath the gentle caress of the bit. And then, the final flourish, a touch of sandpaper, a caress that refines and polishes, that brings out the wood's inner radiance. The result? A masterpiece, smooth as the skin of an infant, a testament to the power of human ingenuity. Jarrah, a magnificent beast of a timber, a veritable titan of the Australian bush. Its beauty, however, comes at a price. This is the material that demands respect, that tests the mettle of even the most seasoned woodworker. For the wheels, I decided to indulge in a touch of extravagance, a touch of the exotic. Jarrah, with its rich, deep hues, would surely elevate this humble project into an art form. But alas, the gods of woodworking had other plans. My trusty hole saws, normally as obedient as lapdogs, met with fierce resistance, the Jarrah proving to be a formidable adversary. Ours, it seems, melted away like snow in the Australian sun. Let us simply say that the editing process involved a generous dose of cinematic magic to condense this particular ordeal. To ensure uniformity, I devised a cunning plan. The spindle, 4 wheels bound together like a miniature Roman legion. A threaded bolt serving as an embrace for the budding wheels, ensuring that their diameters remain perfectly consistent. A small concession to practicality, you see, for even the most seasoned artisan must occasionally acknowledge the limitations of their chosen medium. And so the sanding commenced. A gentle caress, a smooth balm to the raw, tortured surfaces. The Jarrah, subdued but not defeated, began to reveal its true beauty. Finally, the moment of truth, the creation of the wheel centres. The spade bit, a weapon of exquisite precision, carved out perfect depressions, ready to receive the hubs. And then the finishing touch, a 9.5mm drill bit, whispering sweet nothings into the heart of each wheel. A snug fit, an interference fit, was the order of the day. The 9.7mm dowels, destined to become the axles, would slip into these perfectly formed cavities with the effortless grace of a seasoned seducer. The template, our faithful guide, reveals the precise locations for the vehicle axles, the vital arteries of our creation. 9.7mm the diameter of our chosen dowels. A generous 10mm then for the holes themselves, allowing for a degree of freedom, a hint of playfulness, while minimising the risk of our vehicle binding up during play. But first, a crucial precaution. The pilot hole. A tiny incision, a whisper of a word, a guide for our larger drill bit. For without this safeguard, there will always be the risk of the drill bit wandering off course, of the wood in its panic attempting to flee the scene of the crime. And so we introduce a sacrificial offering, a piece of scrap wood, a shield against the impending assault. This noble act of selflessness will prevent the indignity of the wood splintering, of the back surface of the masterpiece being irreparably marred. And now, the moment of truth. The 10mm drill bit, a weapon of controlled aggression, descends upon the wood. Slowly, ever so slowly, it probes the surface, a delicate dance of precision and power. And then, with a controlled but decisive plunge, it penetrates the wood, carving its path towards the heart of the creation. More than a mere aperture, it is the very soul of our creation. The window. The eyes through which our magnificent machine perceives the world, the portal through which the child's imagination may soar. And, let's not forget, a most convenient entry point for those curious little hands eager to steer this vessel of joy. Think of it, if you will, as the bridge of a starship, the cockpit of a fighter jet. From this command centre, the destinies of our miniature races will be determined. Acceleration, deceleration. Though, let's be honest, the occasional collision with furniture or a wall may occasionally necessitate a more abrupt form of deceleration. Navigation. All fall under the purview of this crucial component. And so we approach this task with the reverence it deserves. The 18mm spade bit, a weapon of exquisite precision, becomes our sculptor's chisel. With every careful pass we chip away at the superfluous, revealing the window in all its glory. It's a slow, deliberate process, a labour of love. But with each shave, with each careful, considered contour, we move closer to realising our vision, bringing this magnificent machine one step closer to life. The individual components, once dissimilar entities, now stand before us, a testament to our ingenuity, a symphony of wood and will. A comparison to the original plan, that ethereal blueprint, reveals a remarkable fidelity, a near miraculous replication. One might say that they are twins, separated at birth, yet undeniably linked by a common origin. But perfection is a relentless mistress. The slight imperfections, the inevitable scars of the creative process, must be addressed. Sandpaper, that humble yet indispensable tool, becomes our instrument of refinement. With gentle, deliberate strokes, we caress the surfaces, smoothing away the rough edges, the minor transgressions of the manufacturing process. The body, sleek and sensuous, a testament to the curves of desire. The wheels, sturdy and resolute, ready to conquer any terrain. And the axles, those pillars of strength, bearing the weight of the world on their sturdy shoulders. Each component receives our loving attention, a gentle massage from increasingly finer grits. And then the piece de resistance, the application of hard wax oil. A protective embrace, a shimmering cloak that will enhance the natural beauty of the wood, imbuing it with lustrous sheen. Our creation, once a mere collection of disparate parts, is now poised to take its place in the world. The combination of a significant investment of time and of toil. The individual components, each a masterpiece in its own right, now yearn to be reunited, to form a cohesive whole. You see, a touch of strategic foresight was employed during the application of the hard wax oil. The inner sanctum of each wheel, the very heart of its being, was left bare, a virginal surface awaiting the embrace of the glue. Similarly, the extremities of the axles, those stalwart pillars of our creation, remain untouched, yearning for the tactile intimacy of their destined mates. For glue is the very essence of union, the invisible force that binds unlike entities into a harmonious whole. A generous application, a careful alignment, and then the moment of truth. As the glue oozes forth, a sacrificial offering to the gods of construction, we must remain vigilant, ensuring that no rogue glob dares to impede the smooth rotation of the axles. A delicate dance, a symphony of restraint, as we delicately remove the excess, preventing the tragic spectacle of our creation becoming permanently immobilised. And so the assembly commences. A deliberate process, each component finding its rightful place within the grand design. An arranged marriage, or thoughtful parental coaxing, and time will tell. Those wheels, those magnificent orbs, find their bearings, the axles slipping effortlessly into their appointed cavities. A sense of satisfaction, a quiet thrill washes over us. The end is nigh. We will be racing soon. The home stretch. Our creation, almost complete, now awaits the final touch, the crowning glory. For just as their real-world counterparts, these miniature marvels require a layer of protection, a shield against the inevitable wear and tear of childhood. Enter Yggdrasil Furniture Wax, a blend of beeswax and mineral oils laced with the enticing fragrance of roses. This is no ordinary wax. It's a guardian, a protector, shielding the wood from the ravages of times, the perils of playtime. Safe for even the most delicate of hands, it allows our creation to embrace its destiny, the racetrack, the liner floor, or the sandy battlegrounds of imagination. And while the fleeting charms of contemporary plastic toys may fade, the allure of this wooden masterpiece will endure. Years may pass, generations may come and go, but this car, this testament to our craftsmanship, will remain. A minor touch-up here, a reapplication of the sacred Yggdrasil there, and it will rise again, ready to embark on new adventures. But ultimately, like the cherished toys of my own childhood, I envisage that this car will find its rightful place on the bookshelf. A treasured heirloom, passed down from one generation to the next, a tangible link to the past. A reminder of the enduring power of imagination and the joy of creation. And we're done. Let's recap. We started with a template and we built a wooden toy Formula One racing car. But that's not all. We also built a Bugatti Veyron. A 1-ton ute. A Hummer. And the A-Team van. Not bad for an afternoon's work.